Hey guys, I want to share something with you. I found something that I think will be very beneficial to those of you who are in the Freddy glove building industry, which I didn't even realize there was an actual industry for that, but there's like a community of that. And I haven't heard anybody talk about this. Now, I'm not a glove builder. I've just decided to rebuild my Ruby's Nightmare on Elm Street glove. And if you've dabbled into collecting Freddy Krueger gloves, you know that the Ruby's glove is... Got one 15 years ago, and it was cool for what it was back then. Decided to try to get one a couple of weeks ago, and it was doo-doo garbage. So I've decided to rebuild it. And I've got it in pieces. The back plate. I haven't taken the fingers apart yet. I don't know if I'm going to replace those rivets just yet. I might hold off on that. And I got a Wells Lamont glove that I have distressed. But here's what I think is amazing. I found the perfect tomato knives for a Freddy glove. Now, obviously, we know the original Freddy glove was made with Case XX P210 tomato knives, and I'm pretty sure they don't even make that anymore. If you do happen to find one, you're going to pay hundreds of dollars for a little kitchen tomato knife. But I found these little ones on Amazon. Look at that. Look at this little tomato knife. Isn't that amazing? I just got one here just to see. And it's absolutely perfect. Perfect. It lines up perfectly with the blades on my NECA glove. If you put them side by side, lines up perfectly. Only the blade's just a little bit smaller, kind of like, you know, how Freddy's original glove, the blades were a little bit smaller than them big honking ass things on the Ruby's glove. Like these. These are the original Ruby's blades. Look how big that is. If you put this side by side, look how much bigger that is. There we go. See, that's at least, oh, I don't know, a 1/4 inch taller. And look how much thicker and fatter it is. This is so much more in line with the blades that were on Freddy Krueger's original Hero glove in part 1. So, yeah, I decided to scour the internet and found these on Amazon. And I think they're like 15 bucks a piece. And I'm going to be putting some time into this project. This isn't something that I'm going to throw together. I'm going to make sure I have all the parts. Once I get the other 3 knives in, I'm going to have all the parts. Then I got to get a couple of tools. I'm going to get a Dremel tool for any reshaping that I need to do. And I'm going to probably get some tools to hold things in place while I JB weld, because I'm not getting a brazing torch and brazing rods and whatnot. I'm not going to braze. I might see if I can get it to stick with a little bit of solder, but I'm probably just going to JB weld this on there. But this is going to take some time. This is probably going to take over a month for me to, you know, get all the parts and, you know, get the tools I need and then carefully work on it. I'm going to be very careful in the way that I shape this so that it fits the fingers perfectly. And I'm going to put some time into this thing. My first ever glove build / rebuild is, I'm going to put some effort into that. And just to say that I did it. So I'll put the link for these little tomato knives in the description, just in case anybody happens to run across this video who's into building Freddy gloves, or maybe if you want to find a cool tomato knife. The only thing about this is they do have some teeth on them. I'm not sure if that's how the P210 tomato knives were, but yeah, 15 bucks for this right here, so 60 bucks altogether for the blades. You don't have to do what most people do and they order like steel and they shape the whole piece of steel themselves, unless you want to. If you want to do that, of course, this is just like a regular tomato knife, like the real glove was. It's going to be a little bit more flimsy because it's a knife. the way the real Freddy glove was. So I'll put the link for these in the description for those of you who are interested. I was just blown away when this showed up in the mail. I was so nervous. I was like, because you can see the picture, but you can't really tell by the picture. I'm like, oh man, I hope this thing isn't all big and funny shaped and whatnot. And I pull this thing out. I'm like, oh, beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. So if you line it up here, and it's already cut to length. I was thinking that it was one of those things that goes all the way to the end of the handle, and I was going to have to measure it and cut it to length. It's already cut to length. So if you put the end of this here, right here where it begins, it's already cut to length. So by the time I shape this and set it down here on the finger, it's going to sit there perfectly. Perfectly, exactly where it's supposed to sit. And that's going to be fucking beautiful, dude. So I'll link these in the description. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm out of here. Stay blessed.